Hello everyone, and welcome back to Alan Week 2. So in the last video, Alan has been arrested by the FBC, our partner Casey has gone missing, and there are, or were, a lot of dead bodies at the inn. The FBC has probably cleaned them up. So we are also off the case. The FBC has relieved us of duty, stating that this case is no longer in our jurisdiction. But because we are so far deep into this and we have our family on the line as well as a connection to the Anderson brothers, the old gods of Asgard, so there's a lot on the line. So we're going to continue our investigation at the nursing home because that seems like the next best thing to do. We can't, I don't feel like we'd be able to get into the police station given that the FBC is there. So for now, let's just do what we can and talk to the brothers, see what they have to say.
Hello?
Saga, it's Tor, your grandfather. About time you were coming to visit, kiddo.
How did you know I was coming to see you?
Never mind that. We have bigger problems. We're losing. Oh, fuck! Fuck you, you fucking hag! Fuck!
Shit. Something is off at that nursing home.
It sounds like something happened when Thor called us. Hopefully he's okay. Before we investigate the nursing home, though, before we head that way, I'm going to explore the woods a little bit and head back into town. I want to check out the inn just to see if Saga has anything to say about what happened there. Because I feel like she would have some stuff to say about it, but given that she didn't know what happened and only came at the tail end with the FBC and everything like that, she probably might not have anything really to say about the end, though I think that she's probably finding it a little weird that Casey was not there when Alan was taken by the FBC. Wow. Okay, they really cleaned up fast. The only blood is here on this deer and the antlers and the
On
mantle,
greener pastures
but
now.
like Alan was just arrested. Like he literally was just arrested probably in game like 30 minutes ago. And in that time, they were able to clean up all of the blood and bodies. and restore furniture? Like, that's crazy.
I mean, yes, I didn't get any kind of blood, actually. I wasn't exactly at my post when it all went down. I needed to answer nature's call and got old Terry from the back there to cover for me. I might have taken more time than I should have. It's usually so quiet around here at that time of day. I didn't think anything of it.
Hello? Hello?
I've been meaning to come back to these rooms because Tammy might have some notes from her own investigation into the area about the cult, something that we haven't picked up on yet, but I just never had an opportunity to do so. The titles of those two manuscript pages I just found tell me a lot, so it sounds like Tammy left. She went back to the mainland. And given that it looks like all of her things are gone and it's just Ed's things here, he's still here somewhere. But the title for his page says that he went back to Cauldron Lake. So hopefully he's okay. And that he didn't do something stupid because he's talking about trying to find inspiration for a new play and he wants to base it around the cult. So hopefully he didn't do anything stupid, and hopefully he's okay.
They all flew away. Into the skies. Into the darkness.
All this brouhaha is not good for my old ticker. Or the fishes, for that matter. Scares them right off.
I need to find my friends again. They've all gone missing. They've all left me.
I wouldn't go looking right now. They'll turn up eventually. Like dead fish in the water.
What was all that commotion by the old lodge?
It's probably nothing.
Ugh, didn't sound like nothing to me.
Setter is better. Come on, Saga. Time to get back to work.
Hear that? A lot of noise. A lot of running around.
Just taking a look around, it says on the map that there are some cult stashes here in Bright Falls, but I haven't come across any just yet. So we're just looking to see if I can find any right now, but if I can't, that's fine.
I remember when you were still here, standing tall, statuesque, on your pedestal. Now you're gone.
Did you hear something? Some sort of noise outside.
Huh? Not sure.
I don't think I was able to get back here when we first came to the diner, but this is really interesting. This is basically her diary. So she's looking for signs of Alan so that she can help him out in the real world. And it makes me wonder if she might be part of the cult. It's quite possible because we did find a note on her by the FBC. And so the FBC was basically tailing her, seeing where she goes, what she does, and stuff like that. So I think she probably is a part of the cult in some way or form, but she's always been a little strange, especially in the first game. And I think after being touched by the dark presence, being taken over partially by the dark presence and possessed, I think that just made her a little bit stranger, since we see evidence of whenever the dark presence is around, people act a little weird.
I can't get through this.
My goodness, what happened here?
I don't think I've updated our case board after the encounter with the FBC. So for right now, we're heading in the direction of the nursing home, but if we find like a shack or anything that has the lights on and a save area, I'm gonna go ahead and update the case board and then go from there.
The Valhalla Nursing Home, founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the Old Gods of Asgard fame for their twilight years. Built after the Return comeback tour, flip-flopped to be their farewell tour, cut short, canceled. As their agent, Barry Wheeler had managed to coax a few hit songs out of them before that. Balance Lays the Demon, a couple of others. The old men rocked like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted. His migraine flared, booze and drugs. A rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties.
Tor and Odin might know something about the clicker. With Wake out of reach, this is my best lead. Nah. Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better. Vote Mayor Setter to sit in office.
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone, but Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. No one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper.
Visitors, you know. I was just getting them. Oh, Saga? What's up?
Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
I love the architecture. I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
We're definitely going to come back and explore that room in just a moment. Let's check out these other rooms first and kind of get some information about the Valhalla nursing home. But definitely am interested in finding out if whoever is in that room, if it's an office, if they're the person that's been leaving the Alex Casey lunchboxes for us with like items and things like that in there. Because if it is, that's very helpful. But it also kind of brings in the question of why they're doing it. Is it because they are aware of the presence, of the dark presence that's surrounding Bright Falls? Or is it another compelling sort of like instance from Alan's writing?
Hello, Jakob. Looks like another perfect morning in paradise. I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit. Jakob, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey, what? What's that sound? Oh. Ilmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better lovemaking, and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos full of hot coffee close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jakob? I feel like $1 million. Thanks, Old Deer Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner, and don't forget to try the delicious brunch special this month only for Deer Fest.
There's a term that comes to mind when I look at this picture, and that term is baby girl. Whoever drew this, which is probably Rose, baby girled Alan. He's got cat ears, he's got blush. He's like, she's basically just like, oh, Alan, stop. You're so silly. And I'm like, ma'am, he's married. But yes, it reminds me of Baby Girl because with Modern Warfare 2, the remake that came out last year, everyone was insanely attracted to Ghost because first there's a mask, then there's a deep voice, then there's the accent. And so guys were like, he's just so cool. And the girls and the gays and the theys were like, he is ours. So they basically were like, plucked him up from his story and started drawing fan art of him of like cat ears and maid outfits and blushing and in relationships with some of the other members of his team or in relationships with their OC characters. And they basically were just like, he's ours now, thank you. And of course, guys didn't like it because they're just like, leave him alone. He's so cool. He doesn't need this disrespect. So this is what makes me think last of like what happened last year. And it's not really surprising for Rose to have this here, given that in the first game, she had a cardboard cutout of Alan in her trailer, as well as posters and all of the books, like multiple copies of the books. So I'm not surprised.
And another lunchbox.
But I will call it, I do think that Rose is the one that has been helping us, given her obsession with Alan, the notes we found at the diner, and then that picture that we found. She's the one that wrote the fan fiction, and she's the one that has been leaving things for us.
Oh, thought I'd lost you. Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes. Norman, we have a visitor. Where are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Tor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them. Do either of you know where I could find Tor and Odin?
Odin is sleeping upstairs, but your grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories. Tor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Tor is hurt. Something's wrong with him. That's some fascinating knitwork, Mandy May. What's your inspiration?
Oh, I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I dabbled when I was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman, and I'll put this needle in your ear.
Was Tor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Tor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Mandy May, you can't say stuff like that.
Ati, this is your home. You don't need to keep cleaning. I take that mop away, but I know you'll just find it again.
Kyllä. Mutta varsaat ja be told no. Why rest when you are for to work?
And you know Mr. Blum doesn't like it when you take his work clothes. Why don't you go pick a song from the jukebox?
Yes, box Olli Ray. Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle. Kyllä näin on.
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Eipä siinä. Name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Anything good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out. Music from my Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals, the perkele Vikings. Perkele.
Were you in the band?
Minäkö? No. Perkele saatana, en ollut en. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach. But we have shared a stage or two.
Do you know where I could find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never know where. Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway.
Nothing is not good for you, and hurry is not an order. Tiedätkö, olet tämmöistä kuullut?
Let's explore the rest of the nursing home now that Rose is distracted downstairs and try to see if we can find Odin and any information on where Thor might be.
This is Tor's room. This place is a mess. And Tor's not here. I need to keep looking. More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage?
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical strengthening exercises, do you? I thought not.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over. Breakfast is at 7. Tomorrow will be eggs, toast, grapefruit, orange juice.
Odin's in bad shape.
Coffee.
He was drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious? Can you hear me, Odin? Odin Anderson? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk. That woman in the painting looks like Mom. Was I born here? Or is this more of the story?
So, Odin is out of commission and Thor is still missing. He's presumably probably still here at the nursing home, maybe in the building next door, maybe in a room that's locked upstairs, but his room is completely trashed. And given that he was drunk earlier, it's quite possible that he had a drunken stumble through his room. But Odin is the person that will probably be able to tell us if that was the case or not. But given that Odin is out of commission, and we're going to have to try to find the clues on our own. So for now, let's continue to look around, and hopefully we'd be able to find some more clues as to where Odin might be here at the facility.
Need the key. I shouldn't interrupt
built a
him.
bunker here during World War II to watch the ocean for Axis navies and who knows what else. Ever since they sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot for teens. The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it. Ironically, I believe. They go there to enjoy their beer and their vapes and electronic cigarettes. Ridiculous. The future is... So, the teens would drink.
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry? Hello. I'm Saga.
Cynthia Weaver.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm looking for Tor Anderson. Have you seen him?
Tor. Always poking people with his hammer. Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it.
No sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
And found poor Nora floating in one of the flooded passages. She had a real talent for music. Folks say they still hear her singing in the nursing home. Nowadays, teens think the bunker is haunted. That doesn't stop them from going there. The police have tried to lock it up, but you know young people, they're persistent. Now, as for myself, an impartial journalist, I have lived here at the Valhalla nursing home for 5 years. And in that time, I have never heard Nora's sing. Just the humming of a certain neighbor of mine who has an inexplicable love for Finnish tango.
if I remember correctly, she's a character in the first game. You first meet her when you go to the diner for a cup of coffee with Alice as Alan, and she's staring down a long dark hallway. She doesn't really say anything to you of consequence. She's just kind of peering down the hallway as if she's afraid to walk down it. And when you walk down the hallway, that's when you meet somebody who's going to give you a key to the cabin on the lake where the story begins. And then when you meet her again, Thor and Odin take you to her, basically. And she has a room that's filled with light. And she knows when all the light bulbs will die. And she's been doing this for a long time, ever since Thomas Zane went missing, because she knows about the dark presence. And it's interesting to see her in this game now sort of taken, which means that quite possibly sometime between the first game and now, something happened to her. And we got to figure that out as well. Got stuck there for just a moment, but we are a-okay. So a lot of these rooms have locks on them, which means that we need a key fob. And the only person that we know of that would have a key fob is Rose, who's downstairs. But she is very adamant about keeping us here in the nursing home. And so in order to get the key fob to explore the building next door and the rooms that are locked, we're going to need to convince her to give it to us.
You said I'd been here before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left. After the accident.
Oh, fuck this. My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Springs with her father.
Mm-hmm.
It's useless. I need to stop the story. Mandy May and Norman said Tor is hurt. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Oh, you mean the little bump on his noggin? It's nothing. The residents like to exaggerate.
Uh-huh. I need to check Tor's room.
Sorry, Saga. That area's for staff only.
What's in the wellness center?
Oh, that's where we provide our health services to the residents. We have a rehab facility, dining area, and beds for special round-the-clock care. To stay young, stay limber. When is Plum gonna do something about these leaky roofs?
I thought Artie put on a wonderful performance this afternoon.
But you're always calling him a crazy Finn.
Tea time at 2:30.
Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening? I found a photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin. I'm starting to see it too. I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away. Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world, but the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake. I've never connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more. You said Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the wellness center. Don't let her drag him under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late. Stop this before more people get hurt. Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here. The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice. Okay. Tor's in the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
It's just... There's some things that, Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
I think that's pretty cool that Odin can communicate with us through the Mind Palace, and it's presumed also if Odin can do it, then Thor can do it as well. And so that can be very helpful because we can kind of ask some questions maybe later about what to do in situations, especially if we get stuck, and just to kind of, I guess, in a way, get their thoughts on it. But now that we've got the key fob, we can go to the wellness center, which is where Rose said that they took Thor, and then we can try to see if we can find him. With that being said, we'll continue in the next video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye.
I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit.